Hey everyone, this is Chris, your friendly neighborhood Minnesota comic geek, back with the Wizard cover tournament challenge seeding and bracket breakdown video. Before I get started, I would ask that if you enjoy this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you enjoy talking comics, then comment below. All right, let's get started. So I have broken down the 64 Wizard magazine covers into 4 separate regions. Just a quick recap. I am setting this up to mimic the current NCAA Division I men's and women's basketball tournament that is getting going. This is my form of the Selection Sunday show where the teams, in this case the covers, are chosen and seeded based on their record, and in this case based on my opinion on how good of a cover it is for each particular issue. I have, as you can see on screen, 4 regions. I have the Marvel region, the DC region, the Image region, and the Indie Independent region. I know technically Image is considered slightly independent, but they are, they've over the years and decades gained market share to be the third, major publisher house in the comic industry, so they get their own region. So if you watched my intro video, you saw many of the potential issues that would be in this tournament and how I kind of broke them down. So without further ado, I am going to start in the DC region and unveil the seeding and the matchups for the first round of competition. Starting with the 8-9 matchup, we have issue number 148, the Superman Supergirl drawn by Jim Lee cover, faces off against issue 192, the Joe Quesada Spider-Man One More Day cover. I think these are 2 fairly evenly matched covers, and hence the 8-9 seeding. Next up, we have the 7-10 matchup. 7th seed goes to issue number 89, the Alex Ross homage / recreation of the kind of iconic Superman versus Spider-Man Battle of the Century cover. I'll throw it up on screen. Versus the issue number 90 cover featuring Michael Turner's Witchblade and Lara Croft Tomb Raider duo cover. Going on to the number 6 and 11 seed matchup. At number 6, we have issue 203 featuring Joe Quesada's Daredevil versus Joe Madureira's number 88 issue featuring Gully and Calabredo from his Battle Chasers creator-owned series. Again, another good matchup. Moving along to the number 5 and number 12 seeded issues. We have just an awesome issue number 40 cover by Greg Capullo featuring the Violator from the Spawn series. This was done back in 1994, so pretty early in his run on Spawn. Just absolutely love this cover. Just so much fun and mayhem going on. Yeah. And then at the 12th seed, issue number 0, featuring a kind of mashup cover, jam cover with Joe Quesada doing Spider-Man, interacting with the title dress, and Jim Lee's Batman. This was 2003, so pretty late into the run. Moving on to the number 4 and 13 matchup, we have the issue number 42 Heroes cover done by Alex Ross, featuring the iconic kind of collage of the retro-looking Marvel superheroes. I believe this was kind of around the time he did his Marvels miniseries at Marvel. Just a fantastic cover, hence the higher number 4 seed. And we have issue number 199 featuring some Frank Cho artwork previewing the Marvel Secret Invasion miniseries that was going to be coming around. Next up, with the number 3 versus 14 matchup, we have issue 202 featuring Steve McNiven's Old Man Logo Wolverine, going up against issue number 45, the Mark Silvestri Cyberforce. Both are excellent covers. At the number 2 versus 15 matchup, we have another iconic cover, issue number 100, featuring Alex Ross recreating the Wizard number 1 image in his style, going up against issue number 19, featuring a Bart Sears Wolverine versus Sabretooth cover. And I'm going to save the 1/16 matchup until I get done, just so I can reveal the 4 number 1 seeds at the same time. So moving on to the independent region, we will start again with the 8-9 matchup. We have issue number 121 featuring Joe Quesada's Daredevil and Green Arrow cover, going up against the number 9 seed, the Alex Ross Universe X cover. In the 7-8 matchup, or 7-10, sorry, matchup, we have issue number 71 featuring another Joe Quesada Batman Joker kind of humorous cover design and artwork, going up against issue number 200 at the 10 seed, featuring a jam cover piece featuring Joe Quesada doing the Wolverine art, Steve McNiven doing the Spider-Man art, Brian Hitch doing the Thing art, and Michael Turner with the Incredible Hulk artwork. Just a fun cover interacting with the 200 number there. Moving on to the number 6 versus 11 matchup, we have Wizard number 2000, Alex Ross's kind of Earth X characters versus his Kingdom Come characters, going up against Wizard number 78 featuring Steve Skroce's Spider-Man. Moving on to the number 5 versus 12 seed, we have issue number 42, The Villains cover, done by, again, Alex Ross to complement the Heroes version. These are two covers released for the same issue. Again, featuring the classic Marvel villains. Again, during his Marvel's miniseries run. And then issue number 84 featuring Michael Turner's Fathom. Moving on to the the number 4 versus 13 matchup. We have another Joe Madureira X-Men cover, number 58, featuring Cyclops and Gambit, going up against issue number 38, featuring a classic Adam Kubert Wolverine versus Sabretooth artwork. Moving down to the number 3 versus 14 matchup, have issue number 22 featuring Joe Quesada's Marvel Villains, going up against issue number 154, Michael Turner's Soulfire cover. Moving down to the second to last matchup of this region will be the number 2 versus 15 seeded covers. We have issue 99, a wonderful Batman and his Rogues Gallery collage cover done by Alex Ross, going up against issue number 9, classic Venom cover done by Bart Sears. Those are the matchups for the indie region, excluding the number 116 matchup, which we'll save for later. Moving over to the image region, we will start again with the 8-9 matchup. We have issue number 152, another kind of collage piece done by Joe Quesada featuring Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Daredevil, going up against issue number 191 featuring Alex Ross's Kingdom Come characters, Superman and Power Girl. Moving on to the 7-10 matchup, we have issue number 126 featuring Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe versus Wolverine, done by J. Scott Campbell, going up against the 10 seed, issue number 27, featuring Jim Lee's Wildcat characters and team. Moving on to the 6 and 11 matchup, we have issue number 108, featuring a collaboration piece drawn by Joe Quesada. He did the pencils for the cover, but then Alex Ross painted over those pencils. So you get a combination of the two styles, where it's very clearly Joe Quesada's kind of anatomy and style underlying Alex Ross's realistic painting. A wonderful, wonderful cover. Going up, that cover will go up against issue 168 at the 11th seed, a Batman and Robin Jim Lee piece. Moving down to the number 5 versus 12 seed, we have the issue number 93, the DC Trinity Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman piece done by Joe Madureira. And I don't know if this was Joe Madureira's first ever published DC artwork or not, but it feels like it might have been, because he was only ever at Marvel before doing his creator-owned Battle Chaser series, so I want to say yes, but don't quote me on that. That issue, that cover will go up against number 54, another Bart Sears cover featuring the Marvel versus DC battle scene that previewed the Marvel versus DC miniseries comic book. Moving on to the number 4 versus 13 matchup, we have a classic issue number 39 cover featuring Greg Capullo's artwork with Spawn versus Angela, going up against issue number 44, another classic J. Scott Campbell Gen 13 cover with them in a photographer's studio modeling. Wonderful cover. Moving down to the number 13 versus 14 matchup, just a wonderful battle between Alex Ross covers. At the number 3 seed, we have issue number 95, where Alex Ross recreates the splash page from Uncanny X-Men issue number 107, featuring these X-Men characters and this team at the time. Then, that'll go up against his issue number 194 cover featuring the Avengers Invaders characters, previewing that series at the time. And lastly, we have the issue, or the number 2 versus 15 seed. I have at the number 2 seed, a very strong number 2 seed here, issue number 157, where Joe Quesada pays homage and recreates the Todd McFarlane Incredible Hulk number 340 cover. Just a fantastic homage cover there. Goes up against the issue number 31 cover featuring the various Dark Horse characters and titles. Another jam piece featuring the characters and their creators doing the artwork. You got, Frank Miller, Arthur Adams, and so on. Just a fun jam collage cover of these characters. So that's the Image region so far. Lastly, we have the Marvel region. At the 8-9 matchup, we have issue number 63, Michael Turner, Witchblade, Darkness, Michael Turner and Mark Silvestri, Witchblade, Darkness combo cover, going up against the number 9 seed, issue number 147, just a classic Wolverine pose, headshot done by Mark Silvestri. Number 7-10 matchup. We have issue number 50, a recreation of Wizard cover number 1, digitally coloring over Todd McFarlane's original pencil, I believe. That's going to go up against the 10 seed, issue number 91, just a wonderful J. Scott Campbell X-Men cover. Moving up to the number 6 versus 11 matchup. We have issue number 36, a Joe Quesada Spider-Man versus his Rogues Gallery, his, top villains. And it's going to go up against another kind of somewhat battle scene, issue number 49, featuring the first Wizard published cover by Joe Madureira with the X-Men going up against Magneto and some of the Brotherhood mutants. Number 5 versus 12 matchup. We have another Fathom cover done by Michael Turner, issue number 122. Goes up against Jim Lee cover number 134 featuring Batman and Joker. Moving down to the number 4 versus 13 matchup. We have issue number 119 featuring Red Monica and Calibreto from Joe Madureira's Battle Chaser series, done by Joe Madureira. Goes up against issue number 55, the Heroes Reborn Jim Lee Fantastic Four cover. The number 3 versus 14 seed is issue number 131 featuring Joe Quesada's Isaiah Bradley Captain America cover. And then it's going to go up against issue 229, a just classic Dave Finch Batman cover. And lastly, in this region, we have the 2-15 matchup. Features at the number 2 seed, issue number 83, featuring Adam Hughes's Women of Comics cover. Goes up against the number 15 seed, issue number 72, featuring Joe Madureira's X-Men cover that is featuring, at the time, 2 recently introduced mutant characters in the Uncanny X-Men book. Those are the 2 through 15 seeds for all 4 regions. So now it's time to unveil the top 4 seeds, and starting in the DC region at the number 1 versus 16 matchup, we have issue number 59, featuring probably one of the best Superman covers, in my opinion, ever done, by Joe Quesada, at a time when Superman had his mullet hairstyle. So, we can forgive that. But just a fantastic cover. Goes up against the 16 seed issue number 16, featuring kind of the offshoot Image titles and characters. Just a jam piece. That's the number 1 seed in the DC region. Moving on down to the Indie region, the number 1 seed versus 16 matchup in this region features, at the number 1 seed, just a powerhouse cover, issue number 129, featuring Emma Frost and Jean Grey, done by Adam Hughes. You no doubt have seen this image all over the internet for years and years. Just an iconic X-Men Adam Hughes female cover. Goes up against issue number 221, featuring Joe Madureira's Darksider cover. I forget the name of this character in his Darksiders video game, so forgive me, I'll put it up on screen. So that's the matchup featuring the number 1 seed in the Indie region. Moving on down to the Image region, the number 1 versus 16 matchup in this region features issue number 170 at the number 1 seed in this region. It's a Joe Quesada homage cover to Mike Zeck's Captain America Annual number 8 cover. That is an iconic cover. It's been homaged by many artists over the years. Goes up against the number 113 issue, another Joe Quesada kind of collage piece featuring, I want to say, the Ultimate characters, since this is the Ultimate X-Men Wolverine version, done by Joe Quesada. So that's the number 1 versus 16 matchup in the Image region. And without further ado, the number 1 overall seed will be in the Marvel region. And this matchup features, as you might have guessed, issue number 1 gets the number 1 overall seed, featuring the iconic Spider-Man in wizard robe and hat, done by Todd McFarlane, that kicked off this wonderful magazine all those years ago, back in 1991. Goes up against, unfortunately, Lamb to the Slaughter, issue number 166. I don't see this Frank Cho Magneto versus Marvel characters cover defeating Spider-Man cover, but so usually goes the 1 versus 16 matchup in basketball. So those are the matchups for my Wizard cover March Madness style tournament. Going forward, what I plan to do is do one region, so like the DC region matchups, do one region per week, I think. We'll play it by ear and see how it goes, so that I'll put up polls on my channel for each matchup featuring the covers and whatnot, so that subscribers and people just coming across the channel you can vote on your favorite cover in each matchup, and you can use any criteria you want. Whether you like the character, do you like the artist, the art, that's the plan. This whole tournament, I want to be and is intended to be purely for fun. I hope to spark some debate and conversation down in the comments. Tell me why and tell everyone why you picked certain issues, why you like them, which ones you don't like, why you don't like them. But this is meant for pure entertainment and discussion among the community. So yeah, I will kick off the first region Monday morning, and probably give all week for voting, and then probably post the winner video the following Monday as I launch the next region's matchups. I think that'll be the plan. So yeah, keep checking back, and please participate. Like I said, I'm going to use how you guys vote to determine the winners of each matchup. So I hope you all have fun with this. With that, I will end this video. Thank you if you are still here, still watching. Thanks for watching. And again, if you enjoyed this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, comment below and let's talk comics. Bye.